근데 저런데 Tibetan Buddhist Center ge somen number and dan shingi ki shindan la re intention de pege pebe and chura samulaya testil shoye.
So today, firstly like to wish Trashidele and greet all the members and organizers of Tibetan Buddhist Center, as well as all our Dharma friends who are here today at this teaching. I'd like to wish all of you Trashidele.
Yeah. Rube. Yeah.
然后今天大家首先Rinpoche要向大家问好，就是向所有Tibetan Buddhist TBC 道场中心的所有的学员呢，主办单位的所有的这些工作人员，还有所有来这里到访的所有的一些道友，祝大家吉祥如意。
근데 다른 싱가포르야 다 라리안샤 춤보다 한 대신도 기나서 다 망고지 땡위제요래 딘데 양자제 춤보데 가보시라죠.
So Rinpoche says that he has been to Singapore many times, and many of you he has met many times before, and is happy to be able to meet all of you again once more today. 那Rinpoche说他之前呢，就是曾经来过新加坡好几回，然后在座的各位呢当中有很多位Rinpoche也是曾经见过好几回，然后今天能够在这里跟大家同再聚呢，再见面会面呢，非常好欢喜。
인키나조 상물로 대보인 베레와이스.
Hello. So Rinpoche wishes all of you, hope that all of you are doing well. Rinpoche 希望大家都安好。
대보인 베.
How are you? 你们好吗？
야야. 제 엔다 나라조 드린데 즉 최고 텐도 안데 또 솜데요래.
So today we are gathered here for the sake of Dharma. 那我们今天为了这个正法的这个教义呢而聚集在此。
나 대신도 대 GBC 더 찰나의 상물로 춤바이나야 즉 소소소소래야 균드네 즉 내가 열에 소소 차와 열에 망고 열에 딜레 아니 양 개침부질 더 민네 즉 취조 토래야 소소 응원에 즉 개침부질 토네 도스는 게 열에 대인도 상물로
And so, likewise, all the organizers as well as the participants of today's teachings have all gathered here today, taken time to gather here today because of having seen the importance of the Dharma teachings. So therefore, we would like to thank you for being here for this event. 那今天呢，就是在此处，就是 TBC 这道场办的这个法会呢，那所有工作人员、所有义工们，还有所有的这些法友们，大家是因为重视看得见的这个正法的这个重要性呢，然后聚集在此处听闻正法，所以在此呢，可见大家是对这个法的这个重视，所以在此感谢大家。
GBC에다 찰레나야서 드린삼메바 즉다 뒤즈링부링갈이야 저 로망부링갈이야 캔속에 좋아 지금 최소 톨러레 디규니 미망 망고실이야 최저 톨 깔레 망고견열에 제수랑 쇼예.
And so the TBC Center, Tibetan Buddhist Center, not just today's event only, but over the course of many years, a long period of time, has been able to organize many Dharma activities to spread the Buddha Dharma and benefited many people. So here I rejoice sincerely in your efforts. TBC 道场呢，经历这么多年的这个，不仅是今天主办今天这一场法会，此外呢，而是好几年下来，至今呢，就是办了很多场不同的一些法会呢，主持这个教法，然后利益了很多众生，在此打荣心集随喜大家。
是，对对，但对配电也说，是吧？다 쳐려야 토나나네 두스 페버라 다른 사람과 균두네 즉 쳐려야 토나 열에 대도 야고시라레스.
So for all of you who have gathered here today is due to your interest in the Buddha Dharma, and not just for today only. I believe that on the continuous and regular basis, you have a consistent sense of interest in the Dharma. So for that, I'm very thankful. 那在这里的话，就是大家聚集在今天的这场法会呢，不仅就是出自于对于这个正法的这个意愿呢，正法的这个向往心，所以相信平时当中你们也是有这样的这种求法之心、求法心切，这在这里也随喜你们。
제 디인데 다 개침부지데 ngaransorwa 지금 쳐려야 대바 여봤다 데 야구시라래 딜레 텔레게 개체데 ngaranso 쳐기 조단데 신고야 돼 쉬우 개침부래.
So it's very important, although that for us that we have faith in the Buddha Dharma, it is very good that we have faith in the Buddha Dharma, but what is even more important than that is to know how to go about practicing the Buddha Dharma. 那在座各位，大家对这个正法呢有这个信心呢，虽然是非常好的一件事，但是更重要的一件事就是我们必须要了解这个教法的如何实修的这个次第。
제 답변은 싱가포르인이네 다지 딘 트린디나 페딩요 나로리안 지 게리르와 지 게미리딘데 요레 게리 요르바 게리 먹고 요르바 제가 딘데다 지다 싱가포르 지존 나로리아 낭쉐데다 로망고 코네 요바직 차데요레 다 먼저 즉 트린데 좀데레 즉 최체야데 예 파메 로와 즉 빠라 암라 낭바레사야 다 ang nge kimsa nangbare sa di chigo gi gimse me ba che de thol ya aran so nangbe che sa de khande yimba chi shengwa de shu ke shimbre.
So here, especially in Singapore, where most of us here see that are of the Chinese descent, descendants of the Chinese race, and where the Buddha Dharma has been long established in our culture as well as in our ancestry. However, it is not sufficient to be a participant of the Buddha Dharma teachings or be a Buddhist simply because of one's parents or one's family ancestry. It is even more important that one knows exactly what the Buddha Dharma is about and how to go about practicing it. 那我们今天新加坡这里我们聚集的所有的这些道友呢，那我们大部分都是来自这个华族的这个背景。那我们身为这个华裔的话呢，我们就是华侨的话呢，那我们就是佛法在我们的文化当中、骨子当中呢，早已经成立很久。那我们来这里听闻佛法呢，并不是因为出于对于我们的家庭背景啊，还是我们的祖宗呢、父母亲曾经都是佛教徒，不是因为这样子而来学佛的。最更重要的一点就是，我们必须出于对这个求法的心要正确，必须要知道这个正法的教义是如何，然后如何去进一步的如理的修持。
是吧？我让说两个接了成本那样，这个两个的肯定赢吧。当然先给两个的钱呢，就说了，谈的偏多还是有吧？铺了偏多还是有吧？的这个先别谈呢，我说两个的钱不赢呢，两个的要应过来，两个的看了我嘞，这个车上我是呢，这要不切土了。디 멤버체 아니 지금 레가지체 레가들이야 계산 가려요 봐 팬도 가려요 봐 마신버지도 스트러샤나 레가디 시라시라게 람롱스네다 양타보용 카고도 디능 신경을 안서 최체야 태양 소소 최체야게 최대 가리 임바 좋아 최를 때네 팬도 가려용 거요 봐 디신고에 뺏기시면 그래.
So for example, when you take on a particular task or work, it is important to know what its nature is about and what is the temporal and ultimate benefits. If we were to have the entire picture in mind, then we would be more inspired to perform that task or carry out that work more perfectly, to perfection, with the temporal and ultimate long-term benefits in mind. If they wanted to be the opposite, just simply perform the task without understanding what are its benefits in the temporal and long-term, short-term and long-term benefits, one would probably do that task or work without using one's heart. Without one's heart, then it probably not be able to bring it to completion. So likewise, whatever the Buddha taught, these teachings, we need to understand their true nature and content and purpose in order to be able to achieve them, to practice it properly, more perfectly. 那同样，当我们在做某件事的时候呢，我们必须要了解它的性质是如何，它的现前以及 当下的这个利益是如何，未来就近的这个利益是如何，这样子我们才能够会用心的去做，把那些事情呢，把它做得完美，做得圆满这样子。那如果反过来说，如果我们做任何事情的话呢，如果不晓得它的现前还有长远的这个利益的话呢，那我们肯定不会用心去做，只是马马虎虎、草率完事这样子，这样子我们就不会有可能就会没有达到，不会把事情做得圆满就是了。所以故此呢，同样的我们在修行的道路上的话呢，我们必须要了解佛陀的教法的这些教义的它的内涵是如何，然后我们要如何去真正的去加以实修，才能达到它的这个效果。
呀，对，你看说，是吧？他的군도네 다지 최슈가다 도 스피기어래 딘데 소소 3년 나올래야 지금 최슈가 드롭백갑래야 딩에 출루지레 삼베토네 지금 만 김상 낭발에 디찬에가 최 지금 양가 조요 3년 도 삼다는 피기어 야 지금 최기 소소로 팬도 요거 문진지기 토네 도스 조요스.
So here, Rinpoche, I would like to ask you a question. Since all of you normally would be on a regular basis attending Dharma talks, classes on teaching on the Dharma, when you do so, do you do it out of an intention, simply because you're doing it as like a custom of a customary habit, just because your family is Buddhist, or do you attend the teaching simply because you understand that there's benefit to practicing, listening to and practicing the Buddhist teachings? 那在这里，人们可以向大家提问一句呢，就是相信大家在平时的时候，就是常在学佛过程当中，就是常会去上佛学班啊，去听讲经啊，听课等等。那请问你们当时的去参加这些佛学班或者去听经的时候呢，你们的那个心态是否是因为是把它视为一个宗教的一个习俗？因为我们家里一向都是佛教徒，所以我们就跟着这样子去做呢？还是出于就是理解这个教义呢、教法对我们长远的这个利益、现前以及长远的利益，而这样子去求法呢？所以你们是以怎么样的心态呢？
是吧？落实性 custom 情况有 benefit 的 color 偏多有个问题情况有。
So do you attend the teachings because it is a custom for your family, or is it because of seeing the benefits of listening to the Dharma? 所以你们来听法的时候呢，是不是因为你们的家庭的一种宗教习惯呢，还是因为知道那个法的利益而来听法呢？闻法呢？
맞아. 다 디나로 팽야 먹고지 쳐려야 딱 갈라간 사람께 롭존다 디데 도나신이래 디데 쳐잉을 팽기도에.
So there are many people here who are from different various kinds of backgrounds and probably nationalities. Do you see the benefit of the Dharma? 相信在座各位当中有很多就是来自不同的这个文化背景，还有国籍。那你们是否有真正看到教法的佛法的这个利益呢所在？
팽기도 민도? Yes or no? yeah, very good, very good. 들어봐. 디인도 상발라다. 들어봐. 나란서 상계배 최스 써야 돼. 등기 쉬분한 신게. 즉 신고야다. 들어봐. 즉 최기 상계배 최 근데 임바. 나 최를 되네. 근데 편도 연구 여바데 신고야데 백해신 부래.
So it's important to know the exact nature of the Buddhist teachings in its entirety, in its precision, what exactly are the Buddhist teachings and how to go about practicing. This is extremely important for us Buddhists. 身为一个佛教徒的话呢，由此可见，我们对这个教法、佛陀的这个教义的话呢，必须要完全去了解它的那个教法的意义所在，然后如何去修持它的那个规律，如何去修行。
상계 좀 되는 게 가르스카나요스나 직최 롭중 친예이네다 직최 냠년 친예이네다 옹분노베 토네 직 냠년다 롭중 쳐야 개심부레스 다 옹분노베 토네 냠년다 롭중 쳐야 가르레스나 먼저 최서 근데 임바다 딱제 체네 텔라데네 편도 가르 연구 여바다 그래서 직 금전 토에 토네 즉 딱제 체베 토네 루치야 개심부레스 거요래 좀 되더란 게 있다는 거요래.
So when it comes to the practice of the Buddha Dharma, one needs to approach these teachings through a very, in the fashion of a sharp intellect, a manner of a practitioner with sharp intellect. So how does one approach the teachings in the manner of being being of sharp intellect, this refers to investigating the teachings of the Buddha, what exactly it is and what benefits are there, and then having established the correct reasoning and logic, and then fully understanding the benefits, and then only then going about to engage in the actual practice itself. 那同样，我们在修持这个教法的时候呢，我们必须佛陀then that this manner of approaching the teachings with as a being of sharp intellect was recommended by the Bhagavan Buddha himself. 那世尊呢，就是婆伽梵佛陀呢，他在教导众生的时候，弟子的时候呢，就是说我们在听闻这个佛陀的教义的时候，必须以立根器的这种方法呢来去听闻教法。那所谓什么称为这个立的根器呢？这个锐利的根器指的就是说我们在去学佛的时候呢，不是凭着习俗或者信心而已，而是用我们的这个理路呢，我们的逻辑、我们的智慧去考察这些教理。然后当我们去考察思维这些教理之后呢，了解透彻通达其中的意义，知道它的这个究竟的利益所在呢，然后我们才去加以实修的话，这样就是所谓的以立的根器的方式呢，去学佛。
的确。但你呢，上个月这个秋天呢，都几档给家庭不是啥的，准备点让给那样，就是个刺激强的那样，但谈到学点个根据不的，但加学生些，对这个修送有的，但听完点来忙啊，送有的，那样忙个修些伢差不多。但谈到我让是这个有点个不的加学生的这，就是刺激强的呢，修些忙个送有的。
So the Buddhist teachings were very extensive, taught in a very extensive way, and the actual words of the Buddha that we can visibly read and pronounce are then have been published into the 108 volumes of the Gangyo or the Buddhist scriptures teachings. So actually, the actual Buddhist teachings are even way more than that. Just that those that were verbally written down as texts were only 108 volumes of the Gangyo, or they call the Gangyo the Buddhist teachings. 那佛陀的教法呢，说法是非常的这个普遍的、弘扬的，说了广大的说很多的这些法门呢，那一般我们可能读诵的就是佛所说的经典呢，就是有所谓的这个大藏经，然后在藏传佛教里头，大藏经是有108部的这个教典。那这些只是我们可以读诵的部分呢，那我没有写下来的部分呢，佛所弘扬的这些84千种法门是比这个还要广大无边的。
但觉着给强的那样，但家庭不是他送有的，是吧
？So then the content of what the Buddha was explaining inside these teachings are extremely extensive, very vast and extensive. 那佛所说的，在这些经典当中，佛所阐说的这个内意的话，它内涵、它的教义的话呢，是非常辽阔、非常广大的。
对，您这边在觉着给强的家庭不送有的，觉着忙过送有的，对了，对他们这가르쳐도 송부를 해서면은 제로 무지 송부는 시게 태양 양에 다시래 신규 민제 켈면스 제 간다르 타르바 토비하기 쳐도 송부지 마도베 텔레션 고바 셴 리시 메버레스 좋아서 동해를 타야기 쳐도 송샤버스레스.
So then for all the teachings that the Buddha had taught inside the sutras, there are many different kinds of teachings, but the ultimate purpose or function of all these teachings, what is it? As said by Ven.Yeshe Lama Tsongkhapa, it is for the sake of all sentient beings to achieve liberation, to be free of their suffering. There's no other purpose than this. So the sole purpose is to lead all sentient beings to be free from suffering, to attain liberation. 那佛陀所阐释的这些教义有84000种法门，佛法广大无边。但是呢，在这众多的种类当中的话呢，究竟它所有的总的这个功能何在呢？那在这个宗喀巴大师里头就是说，为了能够让一切有情众生呢，能够脱离这个痛苦，能够离苦得解脱。所以它的重点是让我们能够离苦得乐。
哦呀，的确，电影的，但是吧，顶这位这个塔巴，是吧？准备点个去，那么些家庭不送不点的，特多个，但塔巴的了呀，就接东海了塔巴， 다 저기 탈바 텔레기한 탈바 지금 미네베 냥데 간제 상계기 고방 on 딘디지 토에치도 송샤브직 차대열에
So in terms of talking about liberation, then there is the general liberation, which is to be liberated from the suffering of samsara, and then there is the greater liberation, which is to achieve the non-abiding nirvana, which is the full perfect state of Buddhahood. 那这里的话，所谓的解脱呢，果位呢有两种，可以总称的这个解脱呢，就是令我们这些众生都能够脱离六道轮回、生死轮回的这个苦。那此外呢，大解脱的话呢，就是能够证得佛陀的这个无余涅槃、不住涅槃的这个佛果位。
呀，的确，第一上巴拉，但顶这位我让说，东海来特别特吧，提醒到这个三界个苦棒，在顶这个，俺两个就肯定是透过嘞。顶这位特吧的三界个苦棒，所以的狗卡了点的透过多，见卡了点的透过嘞，顶个是相关的别开心不是
？So like this, in order to be free from suffering of samsara and also to attain a full state of enlightenment of Buddhahood, one needs to know how to go about achieving these wonderful states of liberation. What are the causes for that, and what are the conditions for achieving these states? So 这样子的话呢，我们为了能够向往去证的这些不同的解脱的果位呢，能够解脱生死轮回苦，以及证的大解脱果位，就是佛陀的圆满证的正觉佛果位呢。那我们必须要晓得，要证得这两种果位的话，必须依于哪一些因，还有哪一些缘呢，来去承办这些果位的成就。
第一就是把林这位打，就三个苦棒，特多个三个苦棒，林这是特别有把的，林这是先把了，伢了南北是吧？西我北南下，今天南这边人吧，他这边南下，今天天生不的，新浪这生个南下的，我就快来快的别开心不是。
So in order to be able to achieve the ultimate state of Buddhahood, one needs to know firstly what are the basis, which are the two truths, and then the path to be traversed, to be traveled, to be practiced, and the desired result, the fruition, which is to be attained. What we call the base, the path, and the fruition. So one needs to know the system, how it works. 但我们要为了能够证得这个究竟的圆满正等正觉佛果位呢，我们必须要知道所谓的基道果。那基就是基础的这个二谛呢。那道呢，修行的道路怎么走，怎么修，才能够依循着怎么样的这个修行的道路去走。然后果的话，就是果位所证得的这个果位是基道果。
对对，我是南北兄弟那落了，西南这什么个南下，现在开心不是什么样的。
So therefore, in the scriptures of the Buddhist teachings, the presentation of the base, the path, and the result is an extremely important subject. 那故此呢，在教法当中的话呢，这个所谓的基道果的那个成立呢，它的那个呈现呢，在教法里头是非常重要的一个主题。
对对，但起码这个三界的苦棒，这部三界的苦棒顶着是主吧，他把顶着是主吧了，提我都。lam drebe jimba di ngeba do ngod drogo ya din drebe lam gi droba khongbe de droba la te gi ngwe la ya shingwe ne dan de chimo chi shin ko ya nen te da jig kro ngama la ten ne chimo ngeba do chung go ya jig da chimo chung ba la ngama la ya ngeba do de go ya jig cha de yo res.
So when we talk about the fruition such as the attainment of the state of fully enlightened Buddhahood in the future, such a state, to attain such a state of liberation, prior to that, how does one actually go about reaching this place, which is to traverse the path by following the path of cultivation of the path of enlightenment. So in order to follow this path of enlightenment, one needs to rely on the understanding of the base, which is the foundation, which is referring to the way that phenomena or the material universe or the phenomena, the way they exist, the mode of existence. So through understanding these, one knows hence through this one can see the structure, how it works. In order to achieve the results at the end of the journey, one needs to rely upon the foregoing causes before that, which is the path and the base. And by relying on the base, understanding of the base, and following the path, one achieves the result ultimately. So in this way, seeing the correlation of these three, the base, the path, and result, and correlation between the three of them. 那我们这里讲到所谓的基道果的话呢，当我们倒过来讲说以果位来说呢，我们究竟在未来所要成就正德的这个圆满正等正觉佛果位这样的一种解脱的果位的话呢，要证得这样的果位的话呢，那我们必须依循怎么样的一个修行道路去修持然后依循那修行道路修持的话呢，才能够证得这样的果位。那要修那一条成佛之道的话呢，那我们必须观待于首先呢，就是对于宇宙就是法界一切万法的他们的存在的这个状态就是存在的状态呢，就是所谓的二谛了。那万法存在的状态为这个基础的话呢，那我们才能够去修持那个道成佛之道。所以在这里由此可见呢，就是它的这条道路的它的这个尾端，它的成果呢，必须观待于之前的那个次第，就是它的修行道呢，以及它的那个二谛对这个机位的那个理解通达。那机位理解通达呢，能够令我们反过来能够令我们去入那个修行道，然后去入修行道就能证得这个佛果。所以从此由此可见的这个基道果的之间这三项呢，他们之间的互相的这个关联前者观待后者，后者观待前者，这样子他们之间的那个因缘法。
제 다디부 상계의 고방 된저지 토발라 냐라 상계의 고방 사디 컨데스 두고여스도 상계의 고방 토인도 잠발라 그와 추수의 군이 된저베 속배 고방 추수 된저베 갈라고랬다 추수 니den기 된저지 제부시 톱고여레스 추수 추구다 수고
So in terms of the achieving the fruition of Buddhahood, full Buddhahood, one needs to understand that this attainment of this fruition of Buddhahood is the attainment of a state that has the two types of kayas or bodies. One is the Dharmakaya, the truth body, and the other is Rupakaya, which is the form body of the Buddha. 那所谓的我们要证得的那个果位呢，究竟要证得的圆满正等正觉佛果是怎么样的一种境界呢？就是它有具足二身的这种境界。二身是哪二身呢？就是法身以及色身了。
쟤네. 다 추수기 구스도 삼발라, 그와 추구세야 돼. 가르스 거라서나. 배나 상계 좀 되든 샤게 토발이야 추수 군이 톱되어래. 다 상계 샤게 토발이야 추구 컨데스 톱이어래 세베나 상계 좀 되든 최 탐제. 다 웃음도 식토바. 대백급이 최인에 마음백급이 있네. 단대급이 있네. 최 컨데를 시네. 시전에 탐제. 앞에 웃음도 식토부여래. 그와 근데 왜 지금 무슨 백세베 세버 털도 남게 된지 귤 대인도 삼발라 안에 추구 토부여래. 대신도 상계 좀 돼야 되는 게 경기릭 탐제, 빵제릭 탐제 빵바래. 대인도 삼발라 상계 좀 돼야 되는 린데 왜 빵바다 똑박이 뉴바디 대인도 삼발라 추구 토부스고요레스.
So when we talk about these two bodies, such as two kayas, for example, Shakyamuni Buddha, he's a being who has attained full enlightenment, hence having achieved these two types of bodies or kayas. And firstly, how has he attained the Dharmakaya or the truth body? It is because he is able to directly perceive the entirety of phenomena, whether it be in the past, in the present, or in the future. Throughout the three times, the entirety of all phenomena, all the objects of knowledge are pervaded by his holy mind. So therefore, the Buddha has achieved the state of ultimate seeing, having the omniscient mind, knowing the entirety of phenomena. And not only that, through seeing the entirety of phenomena, the Buddha has also at the same time abandoned all faults. The objects of abandonment have been completely, ultimately abandoned. Hence, Shakyamuni Buddha has achieved the Dharmakaya. 那在这里我们讲到圆满佛果位呢，是这二身就是法身跟色身的这个具足这二身的这种境界。那释迦牟尼打比方说呢，释迦牟尼佛就是这样的一位成就者，证得佛果位呢，那他已经证得法身以及色身。那释迦牟尼佛他如何证得法身呢？就是他能够直接通达了达三世一切诸法，就是过去世或者过去时 现在世或者现在时，未来时或者未来时，三世或三时的一切的种种的包罗万象呢，佛的他的这个圣意，释迦牟尼佛他的圣意能够通达这一切万法，凡是一切一切所知呢，所知法呢，任何一切所有能够通达了解了知的一切法呢，佛的圣意呢，他的这个身语意的圣意呢，都遍满了这一切，佛的智慧能够周遍这一切，所以佛已经证的这个究竟的这个见地呢，就是佛能够以他的一切种智，我们称为一切种智，能够透视一切万法。那除此以外呢，佛已经断舍了根除他所有的一切所断，就是应该断除的所有一些过患呢和烦恼呢，佛都已经完完全全的把它给吹灭了。所以由此释迦牟尼佛已经证得佛的这个法身了。
对，所多多的切位呢，出国时的上巴啦，这个三个准备点，三个拍巴老师为越来越白，哪个云点去吃个药嘞，哪个云点天你吃呢，是吧？东北云点，却他们就我送的十巴老师被看不个云点天，吃，当然先给帮北云点，啊呢，牛毛啊，贴个下白，现在直播等直播，他们这三边呢帮北，顶这位哪个云点是那个顶这的了呀，出国时切。
So in short, when we talk about the Buddha having achieved the Dharmakaya or the truth body, then this is referring to a specific quality that is like an inner quality of his being. And this inner quality has two aspects: the aspect of realization or attainment, which is, as we mentioned before, being able to see all phenomena in its entirety, unobscured in any way, unobscured by the differences of time and space and distance. Then there is also the additional quality of abandonment, meaning that the Buddha has abandoned all that is to be abandoned, referring to the obscurations of the afflictive emotions as well as the obscurations to omniscience. So having abandoned these two obscurations, being able to see, having the quality of abandon all that is to be abandoned. 那总而言之呢，所谓的这个法身的话呢，就是以佛来说的话，它就是属于一种内在的一种德那这个德的话呢，它有两种项目，一个就是所谓的这个正德就是修正的正呢，一个是断德，断除的断。那正德的话呢，就是刚才所说的，佛已经证的一切种智，能够透视三世宇宙一切万法。然后它的断德的话呢，就是佛已经断除一些违逆所断除一些所断呢，就是所断指就是我们的二障所有的烦恼障呢，所有的烦恼障以及所知障。那佛已经断除这二障的话呢，故此有这个断德。
这样子是吧？上个那个故事赛的新个was，故事这部故事赛的。
So for all of you who are present here today, do you know the presentation of the Buddha's four kayas, the four bodies of the Buddha? Do you know? 那在这里的话，大家就是我们先问说，大家有听过佛的四身的这个建立这种说法吗？佛的四身。
先言的那我讲的是。
Those who know, raise your hands. 有听过的话可以举手，知道的话，还是有些人不晓得，
是吧？接着故事的那个是吧？我你故事的，帮着跟他们在帮别牛把给抢呢，我你故事个是吧？当然先个但一些出故事的却他们在。被看把塔图被抢呢，是吧？那一些出国些，第二步的出国赛的，我你不当一些出国赛你的吃出对吧？出东家不一样，出国赛的呢对这个要的。
So in the presentation of the four bodies of the Buddha, when we talk, the Dharmakaya is further subdivided into two bodies, what we call the Ngoniku, which is the Swabhavakaya or the nature body, and the Yeshichuku, the Dharmakaya, which is the wisdom, transcendental wisdom, truth body. So the Swabhavakaya or the nature body refers to the Buddha's inner quality of having abandoned all the objects of abandonment, such as the the two types of obscurations as well as their imprints. Then the wisdom, transcendental wisdom, truth body refers to the Buddha having achieved the ultimate of all seeing, ultimate of all knowing, the perfect omniscience. 那在这里讲到这个四身的佛的四身的建立的话呢，就是刚才所说的佛的这个法身的话呢，再把它分支出来成为二身。 第一个就是所谓的自性身，第二个就是所谓的这个智慧法身。那自性身的话呢，自性法身指的就是刚才所说，佛已经断舍所有的一切的所断，就是烦恼障还有所知障这二障呢，以及他们所有的相关的习性种子。然后再来这个所谓的智慧法身的话呢，指的是佛已经证的这个究竟的这个种子，一切种子的这个能够通达宇宙万法一切这一切种子。
들어봐. 딘제베다 추구 빵도기 되베 추구디 상기 딘제베 털도디 컨데스 토고 열에 샤비나 안에 람 드베 좀봐 람 탑신 얘기 나네 자조 식시럽라 소발레 때네 토고 열에스.
So how does one go about achieving this kind of dharmakaya or the truth body of the Buddha that has these two qualities? One needs to follow the path that leads one needs to follow and cultivate the path that leads to such an attainment, such a state. And that path is subdivided into two. And this particular path here refers to the path of wisdom. 那我们所谓的佛的这个法身呢，具足这两种二德的这个法身的话呢，要怎么样去修正的话呢？那依照这个经典里头所说的话，就是我们要证的这样的果位，必须要依循这个修行的道路去修。那修行的道路有分二项，那这是其中一支，就是这个智慧支。我们必须修智慧呢，才能够证得佛的法身。
对对，但西热的店呢，店里帮到你我肯定是透过有的设备呢，是吧？这西热的，他当然说，这当个西热的，他。칼로레 다 차시암 시럽 초래와 열들래 단당 알아서 wisdom디 차상와 누버 양타바스네다 누버 쪽버시 차용 말이스.
So when we talk about how does this wisdom, the path of wisdom, cause us to abandon the various obscurations and the objects of abandonment, then we need to understand that what we currently have as our level of intelligence is merely a partial kind of wisdom. Doesn't fully qualify as a full aspect of wisdom. It's just a mere partial kind of intelligence. 那在我们讲说，这个智慧修行这个智慧之呢，是如何能够令我们断舍一切的所断呢？然后证得佛的法身呢？那首先我们必须理解，我们目前所拥有的所谓的智慧呢，并不是真正智慧，我们只是一般世间聪明了。并不是佛的那种果位的那种智慧。
第一的上边了，当我做西热的恰上我觉得你把用什么说话的点呢？当我让所以被刚也忙过用这个了，被你军事解释修了个军事能送有了，是吧？대화되게띠무베랑게대화자도좀생각서是吧？대화되게요래 참말로 되게 좋은 성부요래 tel레 띠무다西热个你把맞서 발을 때네 맞서 발을 때네 아니 대화 망고직 딱다 줍토고요 말이스. 그봐. 아니 텔레 독데 동에 더도 셈이 얘기한스. 먼저 동에 맞추는 상부여를 텔레 몽베 왕게 시럽게 너버 마땅 왕게 동에 줍야. 그봐. 삼교도 디게 줍는 상부여를 텔레 독데 동에 중요 먹고 치기여레스.
So simply because our wisdom right now is incomplete, it is just a partial kind of intelligence. Therefore, we are constantly experiencing suffering and not achieving the happiness that we desire. As Shantideva mentioned in his text, engaging the bodhisattva deeds, although we desire happiness, but because of our bewilderment, our ignorance, not knowing the true nature, this causes us to be unable to achieve our goals, even though we work so hard to try to achieve happiness, yet we are unable to achieve those. And likewise, in the same verse, it says, though we dislike happiness as much as we do, yet because of our bewilderment, our ignorance, our afflictive emotions cause us to totally achieve the results of unhappiness, the results of suffering. 那我们所有现在所拥有的这个所谓的这个小智慧、小聪明的话呢，并不足以达到佛的那种圆满的智慧。就因为这样子呢，我们就没办法达到我们所欲求的这个效果。那这吉天菩萨，就如吉天菩萨呢，在《入菩萨行论》里头提到，我们虽然欲求的是安乐，但是因为我们的这个无明所致呢，使到我们没办法去达到我们所欲求的安乐的这个成果。那纵然我们 不喜爱痛苦呢，但是因为我们被烦恼所左右的缘故呢，使到我们不断地去造作这个烦恼以及痛苦因。
디인데 따지다 시럽서야 돼. 시럽도 넘버 집에 시럽서야 돼. 배 야침부 요래. 어디래? 디 말에, 디 약보래, 디 도샤래, 디 저기 캐버친 얘기. 소 자와치긴 게 쉐버셔로 봐. 딜러 시럽셔. 디지단 게 야침부랬어.
So, in general, so-called wisdom that is required in Dharma practice that helps us to discriminate and differentiate between the various types of phenomena. This is virtuous, this is not, this is to be taken up as practice, this is to be abandoned. This kind of wisdom is extremely important and also is very vast and extensive. 那么所谓的这个智慧的话呢，就是它是非常重要的，尤其我们在修持这个教法的理路修持教法的时候呢，非常重要，就是能够去分辨所谓的取舍，就是如何哪一些部分是应该去修持的，这部分是应该修持，这部分是应该断舍，这部分是善业，这部分是恶业，有这种取舍，能够去观察以及去辨别、辨认这些不同的教法。
디인데 먼저야 시럽 공배 땅고레스 딜라윈데 지단게 시럽데 최럽도 넘버 집에 시럽기 누버 공배도 땅에 지단 학바도 람탑시니 사야기 시럽데 로와 즉 랭이 넘버 집에 시럽 직당 태 띵네 최기 내다 털도 셰딩에게 시럽들을 쏘스기요래.
So it is important for us to develop this kind of wisdom as much as we can, especially when we talk about the path having two aspects, which is the path, the aspect of method and the aspect of wisdom. It is important to develop the wisdom that helps us to understand the Dharma, especially the kind of wisdom that helps us to decipher and understand the mode of existence of all phenomena. 那所谓的这个智慧的话呢，是非常重要的一支，我们必须去培养、去修持让它增长广大。那尤其当我们提到这个所谓的修行道有二支呢，就是有方便支跟智慧支。那这个智慧支的话呢，是非常的这个重要的尤其是当我们去理解到万法的实相、它的体性以及它的实相呢，能够令我们通达万法的体性，还有它的实相。它的真实存在的状态的这种智慧呢，是非常重要的。
是吧？但却那么你当特度是的，了呀，明显的卡达个儿子呢，动力是个样的，呀，就看见现在卡达个儿子呢，团他们点把是个样的，是吧？电影就怎么了？却给那种特度先被吸入的空白当过来，电这位动力都被吸入，团他们都被吸入，老是我的空白当过来。
So therefore, this type of wisdom that knows, that realizes the mode of existence of phenomena, way phenomena exists, this is given alternative names such as the ultimate truth or the wisdom of emptiness. This is given alternative names, but it's actually referring to the same thing. So this kind of wisdom that is able to understand the nature of phenomena, we need to develop, to cultivate and develop this kind of wisdom that helps us realize emptiness and by seeing the true nature of phenomena. 所以这个能够通达万法的这个真实体性它的这个真实存在状态的，那就它有另外一个名称，就是所谓的通达空性的这个智慧，或者称为空性慧。那另外也称为所谓的这个圣义谛，二谛当中的这个圣义谛。那这种智慧的话，能够去了悟空性的智慧呢，我们必须下功夫去培养它。
是吧？变得破不掉了，恰恰为呢，这个年代蒙古啥有的，这个年代适当的了，这个蒙古啥有的，这年代适不适合的了，这个蒙古有的。
For example, this cup I'm holding in my hand, there's many modes of existence. There's many ways of describing its mode of existence. 那比方说我们这手中的这个杯子的话呢，就是我们可以用不同的这种方法去形容它的一个存在的状态。
是吧？破不掉，搞不赢不，写下天，破不掉个年代写下去了。那破不掉，就这不赢不写下天，破不掉个年代写下去，这破不掉个年代写下，你录起来。
For example, this cup is white in color. This is an aspect of its mode of existence. and this cup is also very decorated, very decorated with fine designs. This is also another aspect of its mode of existence. 那这个杯子它的那个存在的状态可以从不同的角度去形容它。比方说它是白色的一个杯子它的颜色是白色的，是它的其中一个存在的状态。那另外它的上面有很多很庄严、很漂亮的一些花纹，也是它的另外一种存在的这种状态。
是吧？但这你等于老婆什么的，我的就婆婆因不先把的，是吧？这个婆婆的，这个婆婆超切把的，那是先把了点呢，我来也偏多用过有的是吧？我所以呢，就婆婆因呢，这卡里呢，同妈因呢，这卡里的这个贴的贴因不先把了点呢，我就偏多用过有的。
So likewise for me, for Rinpoche to be holding this a mug or cup in the hand, knowing its characteristics, knowing its nature, knowing its ability to perform the function of being a cup, then one will be able to achieve benefit or advantage or the usage or the purpose of function that it has supposed to perform. 那同样呢，我们就是Rinpoche手中指使这个杯子的话呢，就是当我们了解它的体性的话，我们知道它所能够承办的它的意义，承办它的功能所在呢，那我们就能够从这当中获得这个利益。
是吧？别人家老婆什么的，我的这个婆婆因不先把了点呢，偏多有的有嘛的是。
So is there benefit in knowing that this is a cup when I'm holding it? Is there benefit? 那我们去问说，当我他手中持这个杯子的时候，知道他的这个杯子的这个性相，它的体性的话，也是否有利益与否？
偏多卡的有的是，你婆婆因不先呢，偏多卡的有的是。
What is the benefit of knowing that this is a cup? 知道这是一个杯子的话，有这种知识，拥有这种知识有什么功能呢？
是吧？但你婆婆因不先把了点呢，俺大概出路东亚的，你婆婆因把我身边套呢，俺得陪去吃土有了吧
？When you know this is a cup, then you know it is a receptacle for drinking water. You're able to pour water inside and drink from it. So this is the functionality aspect of the cup. So it is important for hence is when you know that this mode of existence of the cup, then it's beneficial for you, isn't it? 在我们知道这个杯子有它的这个存在状态是怎么样的，它就是知道这个杯子的这个性质，它的这个体性所在呢，它是什么功能呢？就是它能够盛装这个饮用水，然后我们能够装水，然后能从这杯子当中喝水的话呢，那就是它有它的发挥它的功能效果。所以由此可见，当你知道这个现象它的这个性质所在的话呢，它就能够发挥它的这个功能。那你从这当中也能获得它的利益，这样子。
但第二件那个破别那当的，是吧？卡里有的下边呢，俺破别天你点不准备东吧，是吧？这个点这边点不准备东吧，这个破别天一定内陆团队差的，内陆太多的人，内当太多的人，这现在的开心不是什么样的。
So even better than this, knowing that the mere functionality of the cup is to know its ultimate nature of this cup, to know its ultimate nature, the ultimate truth behind this cup, which is the mode of emptiness, to know its ultimate mode of existence. This is an even better or higher form of knowledge. 所以我们刚才提到说，我们知道这个杯子它的那个体性，它的这个性相或者它的性质功能是如何呢？它能发挥出它的功能，那这是一种知识嘛。那这个除了这个知识以外呢，更高一层次的这个知识或就是能够通达它的这个究竟体性了解这个杯子它的这个圣意，所谓的圣意的这个存在的状态，它的这个圣意的这个体性的话呢，你能够通达的话呢，就是更崇高的一种智慧，更崇高一种知识了。
对的，是破吧贴。点不准备东当当，但是他上一年级了，准备学些，他的推荐有嘛了吧？对，多的钱的都是钱，第一对，这个破吧贴人性的准备东吧，破吧定给东尼给那当的现在的开心不记得，你现在呢，那偏多是不是了，送过来。
So here we shall not go into too much detail. We will go into the details regarding emptiness tomorrow and day after. But so here in general, I'm just saying that this cup has its nature is empty of being established, truly established. So when we know the empty nature of its exact mode of existence, we are able to achieve a lot of benefit from this such a wisdom. 那在这里的话，今天只是稍微提到这个杯子的这个空性啊。那明后天再细讲这一部分了。那最主要就是我们要了解说，这个杯子它是所谓的点就懂吗？所以空无自性不可成立，不非真实成立的这个空性，所以它的是属于一种空的性质呢，是空无什么？空无真实成立的这个自性呢。所以当你有这种通达它的这个真实体性的这种空性慧的时候呢，那你就能够从中获得很大的利益。
예, 디체. 띵인도 삼발라. 다 딘데베 닐루 터도 또베 시럽. 들어봐. 딘데베 시럽도 고야 캐신 보직다. 딘데베 시럽도 중나? 가리인 거야. 그래서 샤비나. 들어봐. 딘데베 시럽도 야 공배도 송네. 야 노스 샤비나. 터도 상기 규기 이시 주고 캠퍼 타르도 버들이 줍투 그래서 시럽이야 콤네 공배도 송네. 딘데베 지 시럽도 공배도 송와이나 아니 텔러 때네 가리인 거래서나 ngaran sugi mishibe gyu dagna shingi kangye tapena ngaran sula kangye di kharayorsena kangye jigdi ji khong khalawra nyumungbe kangye shore nyumungbe kangye gi kharayungoyorsena nyumungbe kangye tene ngaran su sem tukni sembo magi bachane kangye shiraji yunguyore deinde 대신도 nyumu tegi wangi shakbe nyuba 박자 shore 딜 시집스기ore dordebayina ji 심규 머시월 체계기 뉴뭉타 대기 샤베 뉴바 시립 테니볼 때네 응아란솔로 강에 차고요래 디인도 삼발라 딘데 시럽도 공부도 송아이나 아니 뉴뭉바 테이샤고 뉴바도 제바 매버서 투고요래 디인도 농에를 최투고요래 따디르바 가서 딘데 캠퍼 타르투네 이시축 주인데 아니 경기를 탐제 빵바 터도도 좀 투고요래
So here, the ultimate wisdom realizing emptiness. This wisdom realizing emptiness that sees the ultimate mode of existence of phenomena. This kind of wisdom needs to be cultivated to its culmination, to its full completion. When it reaches its full completion, one achieves the ultimate state of Buddhahood, specifically of the four bodies, the transcendental wisdom, truth body, or Yeshe Chugu. So during that time, when one is able to remove all the causes of bewilderment or ignorance, not the causes of not knowing phenomena, So because our afflictive emotions are the causes of our suffering, it is because of the presence of the afflictive emotions and their imprints that are present in our mind stream, in our continuum, that causes our minds to be in a state of suffering, to never experience true happiness. So when we, by cultivating this wisdom realizing emptiness, one is able to remove all these afflictive emotions, and one abandons one achieves what we call the abandonment of the obscuration of the afflictive emotions. And then, on top of that, if one further cultivates this wisdom of realizing emptiness, one is able to even abandon the imprints from there, and then one achieves the abandonment of the obscurations to knowledge or omniscience. So then one achieves these two kinds of abandonment, and then from there one achieves the truth body of the Buddha. 那我们这里讲到这个通达这个空性的这种通达万法的这个真实体性的这种空性慧的话呢，那如果我们去历历加以去修持培养它的话呢，究竟呢能够证得佛的这个智慧法身，然后证得佛智慧法身的时候呢，我们就能够断舍我们相续当中的所谓的无知或者无明的这些因。那我们 至于为什么我们为何心呢会注意这个痛苦呢？就是不离这个痛苦的话呢，是因为我们有被这个烦恼所左右。那烦恼所左右的话，我们要用空性慧呢去对治它，就能够断舍所谓的这个二障当中的这个烦恼障。当你断舍烦恼障的话呢，我们就能够脱离痛苦。那除此以外呢，烦恼的话也有它所谓的习性种子所存在。那种习性种子呢，我们再进一步透过这个空性慧的这个培养呢，去断舍这些烦恼的这些习性的话呢，这样我们就能证的所谓的这个断舍的所谓的所知障。断舍所知障之后呢，我们就等于断舍这二障烦恼障跟所知障，就能证得佛的究竟的这个怎么讲断德。我们刚才讲到法身有这种断德嘛，就是证得这个根本证得佛的这个智慧法身的这个断德。
是吧？这是好古对是。
Do you understand at least a little bit？ 明白吗？
明白吗？
稍微听得懂吗？
呀，对吧？시럽게 탑신이기는 시럽이 차디 야 곰네 공배 선도 터도 상계기 캠퍼 터도 보든지 줍토고 요레스.
So within the two aspects of the path, method and wisdom, when we put effort into cultivating the wisdom aspect, the fruition of for that path leads to the fruition, which is the goal of achieving the Buddha's truth body, the Dharmakaya. 那这个道的二知呢，就是方便知跟智慧知的话呢，我们去修持它的时候，尤其这个智慧知这部分，我们去修持它的话，依循它的修持道路去修的话呢，它究竟所证得的果位，就是佛的这个智慧法身了，明白吗？
的确。但你认为캠퍼 시럽이 공배도 송네 시럽이 누바도 숙체를 줘봐도 냠도 그러와 뉴모별로 다가는 신기 로 몽베릭든조 바 뇨뇨뇨 체네 탈 안에 경기릭 스네자 디 탐제 빵배 상계기 빵버딘데 줍토고 요레스.
So by cultivating this wisdom of emptiness, then one gains greater omniscience, or one lessens one's obscurations to the knowledge of to the state of omniscience, and by so doing, one can effectively reduce the force of one's afflictive emotions. One's so-called delusions get reduced in the process, and ultimately, the ultimate fruition is that one achieves the abandonment of all these faults. 那我们这个所谓的佛的这个一切种子的这个智慧呢，与这个通达空性的智慧，我们去逐步的修持的话呢，我们能够越修越能够断舍无明烦恼。当你断舍无明烦恼的话呢，你就能够断舍这个所知障。那究竟呢，能够把我们的烦恼的这个势力呢，给削减，就是把它减少，甚至呢，究竟把它完全给根除。那时候就证得所谓的佛的这个断德法身的这个断德了。
的确，다가는 신기로와 다 람탑신 얘기 나네 다탑 릭마고 요래들 다탑이 조디 전적 있음 차고 요래.
Likewise, for we talk about the two aspects of the path, then there is the aspect of method in the path, and the main path for cultivating this method aspect of the path is to practice bodhichitta mind, the mind of enlightenment. 那同样的，我们要去修持刚才提到的道的二知，一个是方便知、智慧知。那刚才已经讲完智慧知，那现在讲这个方便知要怎么去修持呢？就是透过这世俗菩提心的这个法门去修持。
是吧？但전적이 셈을 때네 저기 상계야래 당길라버는 신게 추구 주베라인 펜도요래 하고도 수구 주베라인 펜도시라 요레스. 예바도 고야 차고 요레스.
So by relying on conventional bodhichitta mind, one is able to achieve what we mentioned earlier, the form body or the rupakaya of the Buddha. And this form body of the Buddha is essential. To achieve that, it is essential to cultivate the mind of bodhichitta, or mind of enlightenment. 那我们刚才提到要证的这个要修持这菩提心呢，那我们透过菩提心法门的这个修持呢，世俗菩提心的修持，我们就能够证得佛的这个二身当中的这个色身。色身，然后佛的色身呢，要证得佛的色身呢，就是非得修持这个 世俗菩提心的这个法门不可。
다 전주기 쌤을 때는 팬도 한대 유나스.
So what are the benefits of the mind of bodhicitta? 那菩提心法门有什么殊胜功德呢？殊胜利益。
그거 한대 열었어.
So she's asking a question. 我们就问你们世俗，这是菩提心法门有什么殊胜利益？
다 전주기 쌤 그거 단계 주변에 신게 싫어 곰네 안데 동반이 도고 싫어도야 곰네 그거 뉴모바 당진 되게 왕기 총배 콩르시다 타도 된소파 녜를 곡토부 열에 디 곡토바 짬게 아직 상게 아직다 다가는 신게 방도 턱도 두바시 용거요 말했어 뉴모 방바 짬게 상게 고반 두토바시 용거 말했어.
So, what is the real true benefit of the bodhicitta mind or the mind of enlightenment? As we mentioned before about the wisdom realizing emptiness, the more we cultivate such a wisdom, the more we're able to reduce the force of our afflictive emotions or delusions, especially what we call the three types of poisonous minds: anger, desire, and ignorance. So able to reduce the force and ultimately to even abandon them completely, it is possible to do that. However, without the bodhicitta mind, one is only able to achieve the abandonment of these delusions. One is unable to achieve the true, the Dharmakaya, the truth body of the Buddha, without the bodhicitta mind. 那这个菩提心的这个法门呢，到底有什么殊胜利益呢？那之前我们一直讲到这个空性慧，有没有？那我们讲到这个空性慧的修持呢，我们加以修持，勤奋的修持它的话呢，逐渐能够去削减、减少我们的这个烦恼、三毒烦恼与贪嗔痴等等。那当我们能够把这些烦恼给削减，甚至把它完全根除的话，纵然我们能够以这个空性慧把这些烦恼给根除，我们也只不过是证的这个所谓的断舍这个烦恼障而已，并不能够证得佛的这个圆满的这个断得，就等于说没办法证得佛的圆满的这个法身了。
对，다 전주기 쌤 현대도 상계가 그번 토벌체 세베 삼로도 매버이나 안 도체네 뉴모 법방 그와 지 심규 머시 축벌체게 로년번도 방윤도 어다 지 땡게 칼라고 디기스네라 대와 타르토버 톱송 삼네 도스 그와 안 도스 대디기요레 다 가르쳐버선 전주기 쌤라 때네 뉴모블로 디 빵버sam도 마임바 되게 샤베 뉴모베 샤베 다 뉴밤 박자도 저 뻥네 심쟁기 쳐도 상계고 거방 즉 터베하게 삼로디 전주기 쌤을 때네 용교요레 띠인도 삼발라 뉴루 뻥베 제려야 다 식시리 뻥야기 뉴바디 소 심슈야 지니스네다 심슈 땡에서데 전주기 쌤 차고요레스.
So this bodhicitta mind is simply what we call a mind wishing to, for the sake of benefiting others, seeking the state of full enlightenment of Buddhahood, which is simply meaning that one could possibly just seek to abandon the afflictive emotions, having seen their faults, seeking to achieve the abandonment of the afflictive emotions, and having done that, having completed that, just merely reside in the state of continual bliss for eternity. One could choose to do that. However, the bodhicitta mind is not such a narrow kind of attitude. The bodhicitta mind is, of course, seeking to abandon the afflictive emotions, but doing so, seeking to do that, not just to abandon the afflictive emotions alone, but seeking to abandon the imprints of those defilements which become obscurations to omniscience. And seeking to abandon all of these two, not for the sake of oneself alone, but motivated by the motivation to benefit all sentient beings, and hence striving or practicing to abandon the obscurations of the afflictive emotions. So it becomes like a primary driving factor that brings your practice of abandonment to the goal of Buddhahood. 那所谓的这个菩提心的话呢，就是它是一个为了利他、承办他意呢，为求利他而修持、欲求这个正的佛果位的这种发心。那我们身为一个行者的话呢，当我们知道有这个空性慧能够断舍我们的这个 烦恼障的时候呢，或许有些行者呢可能会想着只是自己把自己的烦恼障给断舍之后呢，就能够永久住于这个安乐的这个定当中。但是菩提心并不是这么狭隘的一种发心，菩提心是一个大圣的发心呢，它就是不只求能够断舍这个烦恼障，它也求能够断舍烦恼所贪嗔痴等烦恼所留下的一些种子习性呢，就是我们所谓的所知障，要断舍这个欲求能够断舍这个所知障，指这个这样的一个发心，然后不仅是为了自己，而是为了一切众生能够利益一切众生的欲求，能够断舍这个烦恼障以及所知障这样的一种发心，就是因为有这样的菩提心的发心呢，才能够把我们这个所修正的这个断的德呢，把它转为佛果位的一种德，功德。
예, 대신 대신도 추수 군이기 나네 수고 써야 돼. 상계기 수고 써야 돼. 다 파갸쳐버이나 롱고도 주고 사망고 여러다 안데 뒤즈미도 슈먹어 보시 상계기 간다 구타도 방가란 속에 르 샤다 차다 르바다 니네기 미상원 니네 마임바 안 뺏고 배 챔백이 겐댕겨 구 양타봐 줍대 니네지 주야테 가를 되는 연구열에서나 람탑신 얘기 나네 소 스타비차 전주기 셈 대단 저에 소남 셈에와 싸우네 대다기 때네 꾸딘데지 좀 토고 열했어.
So when we mentioned earlier the two bodies, the Dharmakaya, the truth body, as well as the Rupakaya, the form body. So these are the two bodies of the Buddha. So when one cultivates the method aspect of the path, or we call it, then one is able to achieve these two. One is able to achieve the Rupakaya, or the form bodies. Of course, the form bodies have many different ways of varieties, But here in general, we just mentioned them to be the Sambhogakaya, or the enjoyment body of the Buddha, and the Nirmanakaya, which is the emanation body of the Buddha. So these bodies of the Buddha are unlike the kind of contaminant bodies we have that are made out of flesh, blood, bones, and all sorts of imputrid substances. The Buddha's body is pure, devoid of all these putrid substances. It is adorned with the various marks and signs of a great being, and is able to benefit sentient beings effortlessly. Here, when one cultivates, and such a form body of the Buddha, the Rupakaya of the Buddha, is achieved by cultivating the method aspect of the path, which aids one in accumulating the unlimited stores of merit of fortune that one is able to, from that resulting ripening into what we call the truth body of the Buddha. 那这个刚才讲到这个法身跟色身的佛的二身啊，那这个色身的话呢，它有很多不同的这个分类种类。它总的来说呢，就是分为二身，色身里面又分为二身，一个就是所谓的这个报受用身或者称为报身那另外就是应化身呢，就是所谓的这个化身，简称为化身，所以报身跟化身。那这个佛的这个色身的话呢，是不同凡夫的这个肉躯啊，像我们凡夫的躯体的话，就是由血肉骨各种秽物所形成。那佛的色身呢，并没有任何的这些凡庸的这些秽物所形成的所染着。佛的这个色身呢，是完全清净，然后有32相80种好所庄严，各种相好庄严然后要怎么样成就这样的一种相好庄严的色身呢？就是当我们透过这个道的这个方便知去修持的时候呢，我们就能够积聚广大的这所谓的福德资粮。透过广大的福德资粮积聚呢，那它的果报现前的时候，就成为佛的这个二身了。
哦呀，的确，顶着为的람是吧？就准备搞了呀，西肉空白松呀的，顶着就卡了点的因为有的是呢西给捏到。지 덴바니 군섭단 된담바 덴바사 텔레테네 로와 지 테셴바다 안딘델 시교 여바직단 테셴발테네 리베르비 공비 두게요레스 시 네다 시티니 네다 된 연구요레스.
So when we cultivate this wisdom of emptiness, then one is able to achieve the bodies of the Buddha by following the paths, corresponding paths. However, all of this is based upon the understanding of the true mode of existence of phenomena, which is what we call the Deshini, the Deni, which is the true nature or the suchness of phenomena, the suchness of phenomena, how it truly abides. Based upon this understanding of the two truths, the conventional and ultimate truth, and then on the basis of that, one cultivates the path, hence one achieves the result. 那我们刚才讲到说，要以增长培养我们的这个智慧呢，才能证得佛的这个二身。那我们培养这种智慧的这个过程呢，就是我们在修道了。然后在修道的话呢，它的真正的基础出自于哪里呢？就是当我们理解到这个万法它的真实存在的，它的自性，它的自性的那个怎么讲存在的方法，它的存在的它的体性就是了。万法的这个体性，真实体性，或者在经典里所称为真如。万法的这个真如体系呢，当我们能够通达它的话，就是能够理解到二谛，所谓的世俗谛跟圣义谛。透过这二谛的理解呢，我们去修持就能够证得这样的一个佛的二身。
야, 근데 두지 심샤데 샤션 달라로.
So tonight we have reached the end of this talk. 那我们今天晚上就讲到这里。
야, 야 망타나, 좋아. 네, 구이, 신예 구이코, 년예 구이코 그랬어.
When there's if I go into too much detail, she says that if you go into much detail, then the speaker gets confused and the audience gets confused. 我们就是说，如果讲得太详细的话呢，那说法者也头晕，然后听法者也头晕晕的这样。
당기 discourse, 당기 love discourse.
Do you understand what Rinpoche just taught? 你们刚才Rinpoche讲的，你们内容你们听得懂吗？大概哈。
呀，谢谢， thank you.
Thank you.
안다.